Well, hello. Day 14, 2 weeks, and I'm starting off. It's already starting to rain. I'm not exactly dressed for a lot of rain. I haven't brought my stick with me. I'm not going to go back to the room. I forgot it. I'm not going to go back to the room for it. I'm going to try and walk without my stick. And it's the same walk as I've been doing. So it'll be a couple of miles in, a bit of a sit down and a rest. The coffee places will be closed because it's a Sunday, but I'll probably get a bottle of pop or something from there's a garage in there. It means a little extra 100 yards or so to the walk, but I'll walk to the garage, maybe get a bottle of pop or something, sit down, have my rest, and then I'm back down in here. At the moment it's just starting to spit and spat with rain, and yeah, it's a bit blowy, but I'm going to do it because then I've ticked the 2 week button box, and that's it. Legs, yeah, they're a lot, but you know. But I'm going to try it without this stick and see what happens, because I was relying on the stick every now and again to take a rest, just lean on it. Then I'm going to try and do it without the stick. It's mostly roadway. When I started off, I definitely needed it, but this isn't the kind of walk where you really need one. I mean, through hills and dales, yeah. I was going to do one of the villages, but I've decided instead to stick to what I'm doing today. So I've ticked the box for 2 weeks doing this walking session here, and then hopefully tomorrow or the next day I'll see about doing the village walks, depending on the weather and stuff like that. I'll see how it goes. Bit lethargic in that today. I had some sugar yesterday, which was naughty, and I'm tired today. This afternoon, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sorry. I had some sugar, and I think that's what's making me tired and lethargic, because I've been avoiding sugar, and I've had sugar, and it's sort of like got back in my system and said, oh, we need more sugar. It's basically saying you need to lie down or have more sugar, and I ain't having any more sugar. So and I'm not lying down, so the body will have to get used to it. Before I had no problem, but yeah, I had sugar. Ho hum, don't judge me. That's it for now. It's late in the day, it's a bit grim looking, but I'm going to crack on. So I won't be doing any walkie-talkie bits or anything today. I did do a little bit of training earlier on. I didn't just practice one of my routines through once, but it wasn't really a training routine. It was just a basically, you know, what am I going to do? This is the routine I'll use, I think. Anyway, that's it for now. Out. Well, here I am at Wellbourne. Got myself a bottle of diet sugar-free stuff outside the pub, which if it was open I'd probably have had a coffee in. Who am I lying to? If it was open, I'd be in there and getting a taxi back to the place. Good intentions are no good intentions, but no, they do coffee in there. I could have had a coffee in there. So there you go. The rain is just spits and spats, as they say, and I'm going to take this little back. Oh, there you go, squirrel. Load of them, look. Nearly mugged by squirrels in the churchyard. Don't have the gimbal, but I have it in the back. Oh look, there's another one. Yeah. There we go. Grey squirrels. Canadian illegal immigrants. Are they Canadian or are they American? Grey squirrels. They chased off all the red squirrels. Anyway, because they're slightly bigger. Yeah, so gimbal is in the bag, but because of the potential for rain and that, I'm not going to do that. I'm just holding this by hand. I hope it's not too shaky. And that's it. I managed to get into the town. No stick. But my back's not playing me up too much. So I'm just going to carry on here, walk This is just a little walk away, keep me away from the road, the main road going over that bridge. It's a little back route, and then back down to the back to the back road, and then down to the estate again. A bit disappointed with myself today starting so late, a bit glowy. Not because I started late on the walk, but because I did so little up till 4 o'clock, whereas I got quite a lot of stuff I could have done. Little paperworky things that I really should get on top of. But yeah, that's it done for now. Right, I'm going to stick some music on or something. I've got a sneaking suspicion it is going to get a little bit more damp later on, so I'm going to leave it there. Out. River Dean there, and this is just a little back way in the village. Yeah, so a fortnight, 14 days, 5 miles a day, which for an ordinary walker or a long distance walker, I'll say, well, that's really nothing. But considering, sorry, this is bumping around a bit, considering the fact that I started off in a lot of pain, I've made a great deal of progress, and I think as long as I keep myself going in this direction, I need to walk more, obviously. I need to take some time off and do some long walks, but most importantly I need to start doing some exercise apart from the walking, because I need to and stick to a low carb, no sugar diet. In order to lose, I need to lose a good few stone, because it's that's really causing me problems. At my age now, I have to do it. Now, I haven't got all that many years left, as they say. You're looking forward. Started up till now, it's been counting up the years, and now I'm counting them down. But yeah, I'm going to need to use this year to get back to a good standard of fitness, and I want to get back to a good standard of fitness. I want to use this as a springboard to starting to do longer walks, and I want to do the Camino de Santiago, I want to do the Portuguese, both of them. I want to do the French way, the North Coast way, Portuguese way, well, all of these different walks, pilgrimages in northern Spain. The great thing about them for people of, say, our age, in your 50s and 60s, is that all the facilities are there. You're not, well, you are roughing it to a certain extent, but you're not going to be sat on the side of the mountain. You might be, but it'd be very unlikely. You're not up the Hindu Kush with a broken ankle, if you see what I mean. If you stick €100 in your back pocket in a bit of a plastic bag, if you know any youngsters, do this for them, going and doing it. You stick €100 in your back pocket, you can pretty much ring a taxi to get you from anywhere. It's a nice little house, isn't it? How you doing? It's a nice little place. €100 will get you a taxi, get you into town and get you to the doctors and the hospital. No problems at all. You're not in the middle of nowhere. So I'd like to do that. That's the way forward now. I've got Well, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel so far. It's a nice little back street here. It's a dead end, but it's got some oldie worldy charm to it. There's a place down here for sale for about $500,000, I think. Nice enough place, but if I had $500,000, I'm afraid I wouldn't spend it on there. It's just a personal choice. Although it is ideal, it's a lovely little place, and it's just across the road from a pub and within walking distance of a supermarket. If you've got kids, it's within walking distance of a school. There you go. The thing about it is how long before you have to redo the thatch as well. Hey? Spend hundreds and thousands of quid on a place and then discover that you've only got about 10 years before you have to redo the entire roof with thatch. And I think it's good thatch lasts, I think, 20 years. I know it's expensive because I knew a guy once who, I think he has gone and done it, was going to apprentice as a thatcher, and he was telling us, and this is a long time ago, this is yeah, years and years ago, and he was telling us how much money you needed to apprentice, and at that time it was about about 10 or 12,000 pounds, which would be considerably more today. But it's because you're basically working for nothing. But it's one of these things that once you've got that skill, that's it, you're sorted now. Because it was, funnily enough, apparently Germany, there was lots of work in Germany, and at the time he was considering doing it, well, in fact he was planning on doing it, America. Apparently there were estates in America on the East Coast being built which were thatched. But the apprenticeship, it was very valuable, so therefore it cost you a lot of money to get it done. And it was quite a long apprenticeship, if I remember. But yeah, he'd need about 10 or 12 grand, which probably doesn't sound an awful lot if you're doing college in the States. But for a working lad to get that money together then, it was a couple of years. Would it be a couple of years? At least a year's work for an ordinary guy. I think then it would have been about a year's work for us. Anyway, there you go. Out for now. Well, back to the start. Ooh. Ooh. Back to where I'm staying. Legs are okay. You know. I miss not carrying the stick for some reason. I think it's just to have something in my hand. But I'm back here anyway now. I've got another 3 days here. So I need to start getting my stuff together. If I'm going to start working again, I need to seriously think about that. But yeah, it's really good. 2 weeks, and that's a good thing, considering Monday and Tuesday and all that sort of thing I had to force myself to walk. But I walked round, no stick. I've still got a bit of a belly. I mean, I'm still not perfect, but things are going in the right direction and I'm quite pleased with that. So 14 days, 5 miles. I've walked 70 miles. Now if you go trekking, if you look on these sites, they'll tell you you do about 10, 13, about 15 an average sort of person if you're doing a gentle walk, you know, not you're not pounding out, you know, you're not short of time pounding out the miles. I wouldn't be able to do that at the moment, but I've done this. I've done what I came to do, and that's great. I've cracked 2 weeks of it. The most important thing now is to keep at it, to not backslide, because I was in a terrible, terrible state the last couple of months. At least I'm on the right way. I'm on the right path. Woo! Yeah, at least I'm on the right path. Out.